robbed you of the power to speak.
Yeah, almost.
Almost.
It's quite wrong. I mean,
No, you need a real wrongness to do that.
It's true.
360s can be fun, but playing Civ on a 360 is just like... that's just
It's like
horrible.
playing Pong on a dialysis machine.
It's like-
it just doesn't work.
It's like going to the funeral of a goldfish.
you tried it?
It's just
Yeah.
sad.
Okay. In at number 6 is Race Driver Grid, which I think is incredible fun.
Everyone
really
loves
enjoying
Race Driver
that.
It's a
Grid.
good game.
Yeah, really loving that.
Spooge-worthy.
Spooge-worthy.
Oh,
Is that a wrong word that we should edit out?
No?
Spooge?
No.
Is that one of the words that you've just
see,
made up?
And wasn't that Iggy Pop's band?
What, the Spooges?
Right, if spooge is a naughty word, we shouldn't keep on saying it.
Yeah.
You just said Spooge, though.
Okay,
Stop
stop.
saying spooge. Right.
Stop it now.
In at
let's-
number 5,
Hang on,
unless...
hang on, hang on, hang
Whoa!
on. Backpedal a
Let
bit.
us talk
We wanna
more
talk
about
about
how
Grid
good
more.
Grid is, because we're
Yes, because we
bored
like
of Call
Grid.
of Duty 4, and Grid is good.
Oh, you spoiled my thunder for number 5.
That's you, hippie.
Go on then, evangelise about
No,
Grid.
Go on, tell us why Grid's good. I'm not. I don't think I've only reviewed it.
Yeah, you've not actually played it on our triple screen thingy that we've got next door either, have you?
You have it on triple screen.
Yeah, we do.
Maybe.
Sit down,
We-
loony.
We've lost a podcaster.
Medic!
No, Grid, awesome.
Yeah.
Love it.
It's great fun,
Really
except
good.
for the irritating guy who tells you how to drive while you're driving.
You power into first place, and then like half a lap later, you'll go, "You're in first place." I know,
And he'll-
it's me doing it.
It's just, why? Why
Yeah.
do they feel it necessary?
The only thing I don't like about it is the AI, because you kind of there's nothing worse than you kind of sit in this,
Yeah.
and then you get Kamikaze Bill comes on your side. It's like, oh, and
Yeah.
of course he'll do it to you when you're on a really good track. So you either have to do it again and get killed again, or you've then got to screw up your line and do something
Yeah,
really
or
mad to avoid
wuss out the
Kamikaze
corner.
Bill.
Oh, you just-
please fix that. I mean, you're
just
not going to do that. You think, oh, there's Coulthard in front, right? Well, I'll just.
Unless you're Schumacher,
Yeah,
of course.
I was gonna say this. Well, I wasn't actually going to say Schumacher because I believe that was never conclusively proved. That he
That's
did
true.
intentionally.
Unless you're Hamilton.
He just can't drive. It's like,
Another annoying thing with Grid though is every time I played it, it's crashed.
That's
Every
the-
session I've had, it's crashed. So
I've never had
clearly,
it crash ever.
really, maybe I've got a rubbish PC. I think it needs patching, or the people that made Grid needs to come round and give me a new computer.
Dear Codemasters, please will you fix it for me?
Yeah, so I can play Grid 24
when-
hours 7.
So
In at
we'll
number
fix it
5, as we've previously mentioned, Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare, hanging in there pretty tenaciously.
God knows why.
It's a good
Oh,
game. How
it
long
is
has
engaging.
How long has it been out for now?
Mm.
Almost a year?
It's been out for ages, and it's
Yeah, I was trying to think, is this really old or?
Well,
yeah,
it's
no,
just
it's been around.
It's a-
Yeah, I think you're probably right about
it
a
is
year.
a souped up, isn't it? Still a souped up Quake 3 engine as well. So
Well,
it's
it's
basically
a souped
really
up
old.
Call of Duty 2 engine, which is a souped up Quake 3. So it's heavily modified
So it's
from.
basically a 5 or 6 year old game.
Well,
with
no,
a
I mean
reskin.
that's
Yeah, I think it's alright. It is a good game.
It is a good
Play.
game.
It's just quite old.
I love
now.
it.
unlike number 4, The Sims 2 free time. Just get some actual free time. Stop playing the. I
We
almost swore
shouldn't-
then. Stop playing the Sims.
Don't
Beat
be-
that.
Beep it out.
You can't.
Unless it goes. Did anyone see Loose Women 2 days ago?
Oh,
with,
yeah.
Joan Rivers.
Joan
Oh,
Rivers?
she was, and her apology, brilliant.
She is God.
I'm amazed.
Goddess, or anyway. She's positively cromulent.
Number 3, Age of Conan, Hyborian Adventures, which Orestis and Phil have been playing passionately.
This is the one where the boobies are, Dan, which you've been
They-
missing out on. Except for when they
They're
patched
not
it
very
and
good
made-
though, really.
They patched it and broke the boobies.
They broke the
They
boobies.
broke the boobies.
Oh.
Apparently they put in a fix to fix.
Getting abreast of the situation then.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'll just jog in your memory.
No.
Jogging your memory. Good, good.
Well-
Stop this. Talk about Conan. Go.
I don't
Conan's-
want to. It's a sucky game.
Yeah, I thought it was a bit rubbish. Anyway.
It's got lots of chopping people up and boobies and stuff.
Yeah,
So
but
it's
your
kind of-
woman
That makes it
character,
great.
your lady
It's so
character
much-
jumps like a schoolgirl.
She does. She's rubbish. Maybe she'll jump less like a tool when she's a higher level, but I don't think so. No, it's,
More like a rake.
Sacrilege. It's a brilliant game. None of them around this table know what they're talking about.
So
Age of Conan
No.
is a great MMO.
the worrying thing about Age of Conan was it was meant to be one of the DirectX 10 releases, so it should have been out a year and a half
and
ago.
it should have had some DX10
and
content.
it should have had some DX10 content. It should look a lot better than it does. I still don't think it looks great. It's a bit
The
flat.
DX10 content is still coming. There's a patch apparently in August which will add
Well,
lots of shimmery
That could be
effects
true of
to
every
it.
game out, really.
Well, yeah.
That's the thing,
It's
also
on the
3D.
horizon.
Well, maybe, yeah.
Unlike
But also the thing is, if
Civ
it's
4.
if it's a patch to add DX10 effects on top of the initial game, it's generally just going to be a frame rate prolapse, and that's
Yeah, it's going to be a Company Heroes job, isn't it? Where you get
Hey, look,
very,
Did you
very
do
little.
prolapse?
I did frame rate prolapse.
Really unpleasant.
That's what DX10 does to your game. It
It
makes
doesn't
it.
give you a prolapse.
No, it makes your game. It's
So-
messy.
This is all going to get edited out.
Yeah, I think so, yeah. Alex is going to do the editing. He's left us 4 in charge of the podcast. Right, that whole thing's going to have to get edited now.
Fail.
Breaking in at number 2, it's a new entry. It's Mass Effect. Anyone played this game yet?
Dum, 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 dum.
Yes, I have it on the Xbox 360.
Anyone played it on PC yet?
Yes, I have non-stop. I've got a huge weapon.
Oh no.
I did say you could talk about military hardware. That's not what I was
He
expecting.
wasn't talking about his innuendo.
You've gone red
He
in
was
the
talking
face.
about his weapon.
That's made you so happy you've gone red in the face. Mass Effect is
Probably-
something I was going to
Probably the
pick up over the
best
weekend.
game of the year.
Surely not.
Don't call me-
Because it's
Yes, it's lovely.
an Xbox 360 port. How
but-
can it be that
okay,
good?
Okay, you've got to... Yep, there are 360 issues. Mass Effect. Okay, let's get the bad out of the way first of all. It is a 360 port, and they have not fixed the draw distance issue. So what you see close up to you is fine and beautifully red and everything else, but go 5 feet away and it's pixel hell.
Can you not see very far into
Oh, you can see all the
this
way,
little-
but it's all very pixelated and the resolution is appallingly low. That said, you don't care because it's such a good game. I played it relentlessly until the end, and then I was like, but I want more, no. And
So
then
what
you
makes
get
it
to
so
wait.
good? Is it storytelling? Is it the way you play
Where
the
do you
game?
want to start? It's got everything. I mean, it is a space soap opera. Unlike a lot of games like the Penny Arcade games, it doesn't matter what answer you give, you're still going to end up at the same point. This game, the answers you give shape the entire game. So if you flirt with human, you get to the human girl. If you flirt with the weird alien, you get to make love and a kind of hand on the head, very oddness.
So
Is that
it
the blue
all-
alien chick that nearly got the game banned?
That's the one. It was banned in Singapore, actually, for inter-alien human species sex scenes.
Oh, that's awesome.
Divergent plot that you can have from the different conversations is it only changes the story to a certain extent. I mean, you can open up little bits here and there, but generally you're on this course that you can't really change.
Well, the course in terms of your mission, which is to save the world or save the galaxy, etc.,
Yeah,
etc.
that's the same.
That's kind of. But
I was
it's
kind
how
of
you
thinking-
get through that. So, for example, one bit you've got this big bloke who's all stroppy. You can either put a bullet in his head, or you can go there, mate, you're a friend, and obviously then you have a bloke that you can take with you as your ally, or he's a dead bloke lying on a beach. So there's this whole...
So are they these kind of very black and white choices?
No,
Like you
'cause
always
there's-
get in RPGs like press
Eat the
1,
baby
be
or
good,
save the baby.
I mean, in
press
principle,
2, be
but it's
evil.
well, kind of. But then there's degrees of so you can be really goody goody, you can be really evil, or you can be sort of neutral in betweeny kind of.
But that's what every RPG.
Basically, the
Yeah,
covers
but
of Dungeons and
it
Dragons.
does it quite well in Mass Effect.
Okay.
Yeah, it
And-
does
and
it
you
in
feel
true
like it's
BioWare
actually-
style. I mean, you obviously know because I mean, not least that the good options in blue and the bad options in red. So even if you are a complete, you kind of know what
I have
it is.
no grasp on language
Yeah,
or
yeah,
social consequence.
Yeah, it's just really compulsive.
Number 1, perhaps no surprise given the football tournament on at the moment.
Wasn't this
Football
number
Manager.
one last time we did this game?
Yeah, it's always number
This
one.
is always number one. It's just
Football Manager 2008, where you manage a bunch of numbers that appear to run around a pitch, and you get very frustrated because
It's
the only way you can
Excel
have
with graphics. That's
the only
all.
way you can
It's
have
a good
any
game.
interaction with your players is through the media, which is massively unprofessional, and then they skulk off to Real Madrid. Right, so that was the games chart. Basically, the games worth buying: Race Driver Grid, Mass Effect, Age of Conan if you like MMOs. Avoid The Sims like the plague. It's
What?
rubbish.
Do we know it's rubbish?
I
or
think you're wrong.
Do you reckon The Sims is genius? And
I
we've
think
dismissed it.
Well, no. The Sims is great. If you're a girl, if you're lonely,
We're
if
not
you have a
lonely.
huge
particularly
amount of
lonely.
time on your hands, for example, the unemployed, people in prison, and students, or if you've got nothing better to do.
You do get to build a house full of people and take away the toilets.
You
Yeah,
can
well-
torture them quite
Yeah,
well.
you can. You can box them in
We're
and let
just-
them starve to death.
You can burn them to death as well.
Yeah.
But there's nothing you can't do in GTA 4. Which is,
I think this is revealing all kinds of weird psychological problems with you two.
Oh, come on, don't tell me you never had the urge to build a house, then put some people in there, box them in, and then film them starving
kinda
to
like-
death. It's I keep writing to Endemol going, this is what you need for Big Brother.
They do.
Yeah. If you do fancy checking out some games, also remember that we have an online game store powered by Metably. Just go to www.custompc.co.uk. It's run on a subscription basis, and you can have access to a wide range of games which you download and play. So check that out. Right, that brings the episode 18 of the Custom PC podcast to an end. We're going to play out with the game music. Again, if you know what the right answer is, please email in podcast@custompc.co.uk, or just amusing anecdotes, things that have happened, cries for attention. Anything's welcome.
Hi. I'm the Windows Vista lady. On the advice of my legal counsel, I have nothing more to add.